Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd discuss a few issues that you get faced with when your child starts school for the first time. So my daughter started school for the first time this year and it's very different to nursery. That's all I'm going to say. Let's just get straight into it, shall we? Issues when your child first starts school. First up, and probably one of the most annoying ones, trying to keep the uniform clean. Not just trying to keep it clean because they will probably spill whatever they have down them, but also making sure you've got enough. Now I bought a lot. I bought a lot of pinafores, a skirt, like the shirts. I thought I've got this sorted. I've got enough. No, actually, turns out the uniform likes to stray around the house and go missing. So you will probably never have enough shirts, enough socks, enough tights, enough anything. So stock up. Also, why do kids come home looking like such tramps? You send them off looking pristine, they come back with food, paint, everything down them. I mean, what have they been doing all day? I thought they were at school, not off trekking somewhere with Bear Grylls. Next up is trying to keep track of social events. Now, when I was at school, many years ago, there wasn't a lot going on, I'll be honest. But now you've got movie nights, you've got parent-teacher things, you've got meetings, and I'm not just talking parents' evening, there's all sorts going on. I mean, I can't keep track of this social calendar. It's a bit much. Having to tame wild hair every morning. This may not necessarily apply to boys unless your child's got a weird quiff that never sits right and you've got to gel it, or I don't know. But generally it's girls trying to tame their hair into a ponytail so it's not all hanging over their face like Cousin It is awful. It's very stressful when you're trying to tame your child's hair as gently as you're able to with the gentlest of brush strokes, but they still scream like you're trying to murder them. Little bit off-putting. Awkward small talk with the other mums. Or dads, mainly mums. You know, you try and make the effort, you try and make small talk, but generally they will be a little bit cliquey. I think it's how it works. And sometimes you hit dangerous territory where you think to yourself, am I talking too much? Am I not talking enough? And then if no one's talking to you, you start thinking, is there something wrong with me? Do people not like me? What have I done? It's a very strange environment and I don't like it very much. The parking situation. Now, the street where my daughter's school is very narrow, it's a very small road, but the parents still feel the need to park wherever the fuck they like, even if it's on double yellows. And they're not even sitting in the car to park on the double yellows, no. They've fucked off into the school grounds and the car is just jutting out so no one can get past. Gotta be honest, I've tried to park down that street a couple of times during pickup time and yeah, the road rage levels were very high that day, very high. And I genuinely think mums and dads forget how to drive when they're around schools. They should be safer by all accounts, but no, they're actually quite dangerous. It's a bit of a worry. Worrying that your child is going to make bad friends. Let's just be honest about this. There are always naughty children in a class. You're always going to come across them. But you do kind of get a bit of dread when your child comes home and asks if one of the children can come and play. And you think, please don't let it be the one that throws pencils at the teacher and ignores everything they're told. The next thing is never being able to find out how your child's day has been. I quickly discovered that this was a thing within the first 2 weeks of my daughter starting school. I mean, when your child finishes school, you're obviously going to say, how was your day? What did you do? Who did you play with? Unfortunately, the general response to those questions is, I can't remember. See, they'll forget what they've done that very day, but they can remember a toy you threw away 6 months ago, which they never played with anyway, but suddenly decided it was their favourite, and that they've never forgiven you for. Strange, isn't it? Very strange. The school run. I'll be honest, the novelty of it wears out. After a while, it really does. It's exciting at first. You think, oh, let's have a lovely autumn walk through the crunchy leaves as you start school. When your child suddenly realises that they've got to go to school 5 days a week and they suddenly decide they don't like it, it becomes a bit of a chore. That's a bit of an understatement. They decide they don't want to get out of bed, they decide they hate it, and it becomes a constant battle of you trying to motivate them to get to school, and you're constantly rushing around, you're trying to get yourself ready, you're trying to get them ready. And in the middle of winter, when it's still quite dark outside and you're freezing cold and you don't want to go anywhere, it's a little bit soul destroying. Next up is coping with the emotion of the situation. Now you may think you'll be fine. You'll be thinking to yourself, I can't wait for them to go to school. Yeah, finally got rid of them. But I promise you, once you see them in their oversized school uniform with the little emblem on, and you see them toddling off with their little book bag, and you realise how small they look compared to everybody else, it'll get to you. I promise you, you'll probably go home and have a little bit of a cry, because you'll realise they're growing up too quick, and where the hell did the last 5 years go? It'll hit you, and then not only that, you'll realise how damn old you are. And the last thing on my list is feeling ever so slightly offended when your child doesn't cry. Now my daughter hasn't once cried going into school, not once. And you may think, oh, that's a good thing, isn't it? That's very good, she's very brave. But when you've nurtured that child for so many years, you love them with all your heart, they're your little precious thing, and you see them toddling off into school and they don't even look back at you or shed a tear, it's a little bit hurtful, you know? Bit rude. At first I was happy she didn't cause a scene, but now I started thinking, does she actually like me anymore? Does she even love me? Does she want to spend time with me? No. Charming. You go to school. See if I care. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that some of the parents that are starting out on this lovely journey can relate to this. It is a really tricky time. It's strange and it's alien, so good luck to all the mums and dads that are sending their little ones off to school for the first time. And do you know what? I'm sure we've got a hell of a lot more fun to come over the years. I'm dreading the teenage years. Do make sure you come back to my channel for my next video. I'll see you very soon. Bye!